Welcome to App Design Tips. This video is part of a free complete icon design tutorial. If you want to follow along, you can download the exercise files using the link in the description below. Understanding how layers works can play a crucial role in icon design. And to demonstrate this, I already have an icon designed, and you can follow along with me if you want with the layers file in the exercise folder, but I'm really just going to be showing how this layers panel works. So the first thing I can do is click over here in the bottom left to open up the layers panel, and you can see that I have all of my artboards, and I just want to double click on the mountains artboard to the icon to the left of mountains, and that lets us drill into all of these objects so we can see a series of objects that we have that makes up our icon. And I can select these cloud layers, for example, and I can drag them down in the stacking order, and now they're going to sit behind these mountains. So that's how the layers work as far as organizing your objects. You may also notice we have an image in the background here, and this is our sketched image that we use for reference. So if I drag this to the top, we can see that I have some transparency here so I can see through it, and this just helps me as I'm designing these objects. And if I click and drag, I can move this object around, and when I use this sketch for reference, I may not want to click and drag to move this. So I can click on this lock icon next to any layer, and now when I click and drag, I can select objects behind, and I don't have to worry about messing up the position of this image. And lastly, as soon as I'm done with my icon, or if I ever want to hide this layer, I can click this hide icon right here, and now I can see all of my other objects. There may be times where you want to group objects too, for example these clouds. So if I select both of these clouds, we can see they're selected here in the layers list, and I can hold down Command G or Control G on the windows, and now I've grouped these clouds, and I can double click to rename them clouds. And now anytime I select one, it's going to select the other, and I can move them around, and I can still double click to drill in and select just one of them, but you can see this bounding box showing me that it's still a grouped layer. Also, we have some clouds here that we can see is a combined shape, and we can also double click on the icon next to this layer to see how many shapes are combined to make this cloud. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this in a future video, but just so you know, as you double click through different layer items, they may be grouped layers, and you can also just click and move to change the stacking order of any of your items on your icon. If you're enjoying this free icon design tutorial, I have a complete course on learning Adobe XD for UI UX design. You can find a link in the description below with a steep discount included for my YouTube fans. This course will cover everything from learning the Adobe XD interface to designing and prototyping an entire app from start to finish.